everyone. Welcome to 30-minute Buns and Guns. We're going to use hand weights today. If you've been joining me quite often, you know the drill. A variety of hand weights, increase or decrease your intensity as you go. If this is your first time, we do work for the guns. So biceps, triceps, we're doing pushing over our heads, making sure that when you are using your weights, you keep a neutral wrist. So we never do these, just moving the wrists. We want to make sure that the entire lower part of your arm moves from your elbow to the top of your knuckles and keeps nice and straight. We go heavier or lighter as we need to in our moves, and in general, as soon as we go away from our body, that's when we want to go to lighter weights. And if we're keeping it close and tight to our body, we can go with heavier weights. And when we start to work the buns, that is lots of squats, lunges, and we'll be doing some standing ab work as well. So we're going to get started. We want to warm up the body. A lot of my warm-ups we're doing jogging and jacks and squats. I'm going to keep this to a low impact warm-up today. And the reason for that is I'm in my very echoey space. So even just my marching out here is quite loud. And there's someone just in the floor below me, so they appreciate it when I'm not jumping. So we're going to keep the knees coming up front, and as we do that, let's keep our shoulders back so that we can take in nice deep breaths. Inflate the lungs, use your diaphragm, stay nice and tall. Deep breath in, and out, and up, and out. Shake it out. And now we're going to go into knees up front. So your knees might be coming a little lower, they might be coming a little higher. Wherever you're stopping your lift, we want to still keep the shoulders back. So if I turn sideways, I'm not leaning into my knee, staying up nice and tall, engaging the core to lift up those legs. Good. Now just turn slightly. Maybe feeling the inner thigh work a bit more as we turn that leg and lift it. And your hand and the inside of your ankle meet. Again, you're going to choose where they meet, or if they meet, they don't have to touch. What we don't want to do again is start to lean. So stay nice and tall. Good. Take that touch, cross behind. Add a little bit more into it. So we're squatting down and pushing up. So our low impact warm up is still going to get the heart rate increasing. It's still going to get the blood flowing to all the muscles. Then we're going to pull down with both arms. So you don't have to go to very high impact. Again, sit down deeper into this move if you want more intensity. Good. And bring it back. Deep breath. Shake it out. One side. We're going to step back and then knee. Back, knee. Back, knee. Sideways view. Go back, knee up. Back, knee up. Back, knee up. Control the arms. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Next side. Back, knee up. Back, knee up. Back, knee up. Still warming up. If we had weights in our hands, we'd be going a lot slower. 4, 3, 2, still using the core. Last one. Good. Now let's go into some squats. So wide-legged squat. Pretending that you've got your back against the wall behind you. And you're trying to just slide down that wall. So again, we don't want to lean forward. Squeeze the inner thighs and glutes on the way up. So buns, inner thighs. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Good. Okay. I'm going to go with 7 pounds. I've got a variety here. 5s are my yellows. I've got 7. My big weight here. I've got 110. And I've got a kettlebell that's 15. So you can also create your own weights by putting cans in shopping bags. So we're stepping forward into our alternating lunges. Hammer curl with the arms. So the top of your weights pointing up to the ceiling, squeezing those arms into your upper body. Now we're going to slow this down, and it's going to be a count of 3. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and back. Step forward, dip down, up, and step back. Forward, dip down, up, step back. Sideways view. We want to check, down, up, and back. Forward, down. Sorry, I had to stop talking there. We want to check and make sure our front knee doesn't push forward over our toe. Up. So it's a step, a dip, and up, and a back. A step, a dip, and up, and a back. A couple more. Dip, up. One more time. Good. Feeling that in both the arms and legs, I hope. Bringing those weights down a little lighter, so you'll see I change weights quite often. I'm giving myself a workout, and then I ease up on it. I'm going to tap side to side. So what I don't want to do is make the arms so tired, so sore, so fatigued, that I start to lose my form. This is one of the moves where we take the weight away from the center of our body. That's why I went lighter. So we're reaching across our body. Look down at your toe. It's pointing into the left corner. Your left knee is going in the same direction. We turn and now we lean a bit more. Engage the core. Feel the stretch on the right side of your body. When you bring the elbow back, keep it at shoulder height. Now turn and watch the arm as you pivot open at the elbow. As though you're going to press and hand that weight to somebody behind you. Press. Press. 2 more. Press. Keep the elbow up. Press. Good. Tap out again. Switch to the second side. Start to reach into the right corner. Check your right toe. It's also pointing to the right corner. And your right knee. Good. Lean a bit more now. Lean. Lean. Slow down if you need to. If you feel like you've got too much momentum going, things are feeling out of control, go slower. Now let's open up behind us. So lean forward, then open up to the back. Keep the elbow high. Keep your eye on the weights. Good. Press forward, open back. Press forward, open back. 1 more. Good. Okay. I'm going to go a little heavier. So I'm going to try my 10. I might even switch to a 15. So we're going to do only the first part of this move. And it's just a step over, a bend over, flat back, and then slowly come back up. Bend over, don't lock the knees, and come back up. Flat back. So I'm holding that weight in nice and close to my belly, so it's not too far off the center of my body. Flat back, Keep looking just in front of you on the floor. Now, if you want to make it harder, you can lift up a little higher towards your chest area, because when you bend over now, it's further away from the center of your body. And that just makes it a little harder. Another option is to drop the arms down, so you're getting closer to the floor. You don't have to touch. Don't lock the knees. Squeeze up. Your core is tight. Squeeze up. Your buns are squeezing. And now we add row, extend. So we added a little row in there. Over, row, extend. And again, we can row in to the belly, or we can row in to the chest. Over, row. This is not a good weight for doing that. Over, row, extend. A little awkward. Over, row. I'm going to go into my, there. So if I'm doing my row and I want it to be around chest level instead of belly level, I've got single hand weights. Squeeze up, over, row. One more time. Good. Walk it out a little bit. Second part of this move, feet are under your hips, just about fist width apart, and we just start to sit down and up. Sit down and up. So we're really poking out our buns, but we're trying to keep the shoulders back, chest open. Down. So this is where you stay if you want to focus on legs. And you can see it gets more intense the deeper you go into your squat without pressing your knees forward. If you want to add more work, shoulders, press, shoulders, stand, shoulder, press. So if we've added those arm moves, maybe you're feeling like you want to slow down a little bit. Go at your pace, not mine. Up. When we press up, it's always slightly forward, not directly up from the ears, just a little bit forward. Down, press. One more time. Good. All right, we're just going to do a few sets through the entire move. So it's going to be over, row, extend, deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand, over, row, deadlift up, squat, push, squat, stand, over, row. Pull those bellies in, keep that back flat, squat, push. One more set all the way through, over, row, deadlift, squat, push, squat, stand. Good. All right. This is going to be both hands on one weight, so you can have a hand weight hanging onto the handles. I'm going to try this one, but sometimes I'm a little aware it's going over my head. I want to make sure I have a good grip. So into a wide-legged squat. Squat and squeeze up. Squat and squeeze up. So it's going to go down and up, down and up, down and up. Nice upright row, nice and high, and up, and up. Squeeze those legs. Definitely loosen the arms, but we want to make sure we don't lose the squeeze in our legs. 2 and 1. And now I'm going to bring this weight, and I'm going to bring it behind me. Be careful with your weights. Make sure you're comfortable with how you're holding it and how heavy it is. And I'm just going to go to a lighter weight. So I'm holding the weight behind me. I'm in my wide squat, and I go down, and I press up. Down, press up. Down, press up. Tricep work.
down. When we are sinking down into our squat and bringing the weight behind us, we want to make sure that we don't start to lean too far forward. So adjust how far you're going down. Maybe it's not as far. Making sure the form is your main focus. 4, 3, 2, last one. Good.
Standing on one leg, and we're going to just making sure that knee is soft. Take the second leg behind us and keep the toe engaged on the floor. And we're going to lean forward, again hinging from the hip. My free arm is just out here. And then I stand. And it's over as though I'm going to place the weight on the ground, but I'm not. Use your core to get you back up. Making sure you're not locking that standing leg. If you want to make this more difficult, slow it down and work like a pendulum and lift the leg up as you tip forward. And it's okay if you touch when you come back up, or you can try not to, whatever works. Down and up and down and up. Try to square your hips with the floor. So that means you're not opening towards the front of the room. One more time. Good. So while we're doing all the lifting with one leg, it's really the standing leg that got the work there. Switch to the second side. Soft knee. Do a couple of leans forward first without lifting that foot, because you'll see, like, maybe you'll lose your balance like I just did. So as we lean forward with the weight in our hands, what do we need to do to correct? To keep our shoulders square and our hips square with the floor. And then if you want to, you can start lifting a leg behind you. And notice that the leg you're really working is the one you're standing on. Soft knee, don't let it lock. Core tight, support your back. Checking the shoulders and hips, keeping square to the floor. If your balance is challenged, touch down. Readjust. 3, 2, good work. And 1. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to go to my 5 pounds, a little lighter for me on this move. My tricep muscles are not my strongest. So soft knees, bending over again. I love this pose because we really have to engage the core to support the back. If you're uncomfortable, stay standing up a bit more. Okay, and now start extending back with those hands. So what we've done is pinned the elbows up to the ceiling. Try not to drop them. Good. Good. Really feeling it, back of the upper arm. You can always touch back, touch back, touch back, touch back. 4, 3, 2. Keep the legs going. Stand up. Touch back, touch back. Bring your hands so the palms are up in front. Reach out, out, out. Little bit of a lean again. Core tight. Go on a wider touch. Angle, angle. Now we're going to squat in the middle. Touch and squat, touch and squat. Intensity comes from going deeper into your squat, squeezing more when you stand up. And now you can lift, 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 lift and squeeze, lift and squeeze. Good. Good. 4, squeeze. 3, core tight. 2, And 1. Perfect. Okay. Wide squat. Coming down and up again. Without adding any arms, feel the intensity that you can add here just by squeezing more through those muscles in the legs. Check your knees, not going past your toes. Bring the arms out, shoulder height, and we're going to bring it in and out. So we should be at a slightly lighter weight or no weights. Maybe you want to do this with no weights. In and out. When we have those hands coming out, it's controlled. They don't drop out. Good. 2 more. Keep the legs going. Keep the legs going. You can come down just for a little rest. And now we're going to bring the arms out again. And they're going to curl in and open. In and open. Shoulder blades squeeze a bit more behind you. Squeeze. Stay nice and tall through the back. 4. Squeeze those legs. 2 more. 1 more. Keep the legs going. Now, if you don't want to do any more, stay here. And the weight just hanging in the center adds a bit more work for the legs. If you want to come with me, it's going to go out and in, and out and in. And I think I did it in the opposite direction. Out. I don't know. Elbows up high. This one I really feel. 2 more. 1 more. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's grab a quick drink. Last move is going to be some side-to-side lunges. So I'm back in my 7s, wide lunge. And it's going to be side to side. Keep it slow. We're going to go down and up, center squat. Down and up, center squat. Down and up, center squat. Down. You don't have to do the press if you don't want to. Here's an option. Bicep curls. If you find you like that one better, do a bicep curl. Or mix it up. Side, curl or press. Side, curl or press. Go slow. Work through the moves slowly with control. Good. Last one. Perfect. Okay. Long stride. Keep those feet wide apart, not right behind each other. Load up if you want to. Lean forward onto your front thigh and just pull up. So it's a 1-arm row. So I'm much stronger on this one than I am with triceps. I can add a knee dip on the back leg if I want to do a bit more. Your choice. Again, we're not trying to open up and face the front of the room. Keep your shoulders square to the floor. 4, 3, 2, last one. Walk it out. Get ready to switch. And give yourself permission to change whatever weight you've got. You can go up, down, or stay the same. Because our 2 sides of the body can be a little different in strength, in flexibility, in endurance. Down and up. Down and up. Feel the left side working, but not opening. And if you want to, you can add knee dip. When you go into the knee dip, making sure your front knee doesn't press past your front toe. 4 left. 3, 2, and last one. Okay, weight in each hand, feet underneath your hips, shoulders back, stand tall. Take it down 2 times on one side, slowly back up, down on the other side, slowly back up. Take the hand away at the bottom if you want more work, and bring your top arm up closer to your shoulder. Those are options. Pull the belly button into your spine. You really feel the work on the side of your waist. You still want to engage all those muscles in the front, supporting the spine. Good. Couple more. Excellent. Bring those weights down. If you need to, grab another drink. We're going to go into standing hamstring curls. So I did find my leg weights that I wrap around my ankles, my ankle weights. I did find them, but I only found one. So I didn't bring them into the class, but if you did have ankle weights, you can put them on this one. And we just stand and we start to curl one leg behind us. Really focusing here on the hamstring curl. And this leg that is doing the curl, it's slightly behind your standing leg. And your standing leg has a soft knee. Shoulders back. Now, if you don't have leg weights, use your imagination. Pretend you just put heavy weights on that leg. Slow it down and squeeze more. Good. Squeeze more. Good. Good. More. Right here. Right here. Glutes, hamstrings. Now we're going to hold the foot up. And we're just going to start to press behind us. Press behind us. Option, add arms pressing in the opposite direction. So that might have helped a little bit with your balance. But then, if you want to, slow down and go into a lean. Press. Lead with the heel. Lead with the heel. Press. Good. 2 more. 1 more. Good. Shake it out. This is our last move, and then we'll have to stretch it. So, curl. Use your imagination if you have those leg weights. Maybe you're able to strap another one on your second side. If you don't have leg weights, use your imagination and squeeze the glutes, squeeze the hamstring. Keep the knees slightly back from your standing leg. Squeeze more, squeeze more. The weight just got heavier. Squeeze more. Now hold up and start to press. Lead with the heel, like you're going to close a door behind you, but with your heel, not your toe. Press. Hands in the opposite direction, core tight, and then you can lean if you want to. Go slower. Make your body work for a longer time away from the center where it's very stable. Work for a longer time in a position where you're not stable and you have to work harder. That's when you get the most out of it. Squeeze, squeeze, press. 2 more, 1 more, 1 more. Good. Oh, excellent work. Inhale and exhale. And up. Good. Raise those hands above. Slowly bring them in front. Keep your core engaged. Walk out if you find that your heart rate is still up and you're still breathing a little heavier. You're pulling away from your shoulders, feeling a stretch in your upper back. Bring those hands down. Flip your palms. Now lead with the heel of each hand, thumbs pointing down, and really exaggerate your stretch along the back of your arms. So we're feeling it through triceps, down to the forearm. Bring it down. Grab on behind. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze.
Nice stretch for the chest and correct the rounding that we get from sitting at computers and driving and on our phones. There we go. Bring one arm with the bicep by your ear, or we can slightly pull, reach across behind our head. I didn't want to say pull there, sorry. You're supporting this stretch and getting a stretch to the triceps, release, other side. Good. Coming down and stretching those legs. So feet are going in the same direction, but not right behind each other. So you've got a wide-legged stance for balance. Lean forward, engage the core. Look out in front of you on the floor, trying to keep a neutral neck. You do have the option of bringing the arms out. You'll have to get even more engaged through the core to support your back on this. And if you feel any pain, then don't do it. Keep those hands supporting on your thigh. Back leg, you're pressing the heel, but your knee is still slightly bent. Bring the arms back. Shoulders over your hips. Up onto the ball of your foot. Press forward with your hip creases. You can sink down to intensify. Bring the arm across. Lean the head in the direction of your outstretched fingers. Beautiful stretch to the neck and the shoulder. Bring it back. Step in halfway, hands on the back thigh. Sit down in that imaginary chair. Again, we're still looking out on the floor in front of us. Pull the toes back to our nose and just rest on the heel of that front foot. Big stretch down the back of the leg. Take it down, roll up. I'm going to stay facing the same way so we see the same move. It's on the second side, so you'll see it all from the other side of the body. So again, toes in the same direction, feet wide, so you've got a wide-legged stance for balance. Leaning forward, engaging the core. Maybe you just want to do a one-arm stretch, or two, your choice. And bring it back. Shoulders over your hips, up onto the ball of your foot. Press forward with your hip creases. Sink down a little bit. Arm across, making sure that the shoulder doesn't press up towards your ears. Lean the head if you want to stretch through the neck. So we carry a lot of tension in our neck and shoulders, so it's always nice to stretch it out. Come on back, release, step in halfway. Hands on the back thigh, sit back. Toes up. So if you are watching this today on the 27th of April, then tomorrow it is ArcelorMittal's Global Health and Safety Day. And they're doing a group yoga practice. And you know what? I don't think it's anything that we're needing to get down on the mat with. It's more of a relaxation and exploration of yoga. So please take part in that if you can. Carve out 30 minutes for yourself. And if you can't, hopefully it's online for viewing later. Whatever you do, make every day safe, but especially tomorrow on Global Health and Safety Day. Let's keep everyone in mind and remembering that health is a state of mind and body, and take care of both. Inhale and let it go. Thanks, guys. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for joining me.